Welcome to Fish and Snacks, the podcast that teaches you all about what's going on in sports, in life, and in Hollywood. And now, how about a nice round of applause for Eric Fish Snyder and Brad Snacks Grunberg.
Well, do I look like the guy from Weekend at Bernie's? What do you think?
Well, I'll tell you what I think. Yeah, I think we're both two schmuck motorcycle cops, trying to pull young ladies over in Malibu and trying to get some kind of, a restitution instead of writing the ticket. That's what I think we are. Weekend at Bernie's. What a great movie that was. Jonathan Silverman. Remember him?
Yes.
Brighton Beach Memoirs. Did you work with him?
Yes, I've worked with him. He is one of the nicest people you'd ever meet. Really down to earth, real mensch. Great guy. Yeah. I work with a lot of great people. I've been so blessed in my 39 years as an actor, but I think the best is yet to come. I got Adam Sandler. I got, three of the humblest, nicest guys. I've always said Adam Sandler, Scott Thompson, a.k.a. Carrot Top, and Eric Fish Snyder.
Yeah. Oh, you brought me into it. Okay. I thought it was John Candy because we mentioned those guys in there.
Yeah,
those
John.
guys, we should get what are they called? Fatheads of John Candy, Scott Thompson.
I got one.
And Sandler. Get fatheads and put them right in back of you. Then we'll get a blow up dolls of these guys too. We can make a whole man cave of those guys just for you. And with those sunglasses on, I can imagine. You only imagine the fantasies you're gonna have, buddy. Hey, talk to me about something you saw that you shit all over, and you say, I'm not shit all. You loved it so much. You go, Fish, you got to watch it. I haven't. Go.
Well, first of all, we're still going to do a documentary on your old bar that you owned called Mom's Saloon. We've started that, and that's down the line. But two of the great documentaries I watched last night, one, Charlie Sheen. It's called a.k.a. Charlie Sheen on Netflix. It's a two-parter. Unbelievable. The stories that Charlie Sheen, what he's gone through in his life, okay, smoking crack. I think he shot up heroin. I mean, this guy is a mess, but he's been sober 7 years. The stories. Charlie Sheen tells stories that you would not believe. He has a memory. Usually when you drink and you do drugs, your memory goes. This guy remembers everything from when he was 12 years old in the Philippines with his dad, Martin Sheen, filming Apocalypse Now. Sean Penn's in it. His wives are in it. His kids are in it. Ramon Estevez is in it. His other brother. Phenomenal. Please watch Charlie Sheen, a.k.a. Charlie Sheen, on Netflix.
Yeah. I didn't know Mom's Saloon, but Charlie Sheen could have, because he was in there, and you grade your customers by how gracious they are, and he's at the top of the list, man. He was throwing 20s and 50s down when the normal tip was $2 to $5 back in the 80s, and you just knew. And he always looked at you when he talked to you. You always look at someone. Do you look at him? You look away? Are you aloof? Are you kind of a elitist as an actor? I can't wait to watch this. As a matter of fact, when I get done with you, I'll probably watch. It's a two-parter, right?
Correct. Really good, back to back. Watch it, 2 hours. You'll go, what did I just see? I met him one time. He's super nice, and I have a lot of friends that know him. He is very generous and very likable. But then there's another side with the drugs and the alcohol and the broads and the gambling. Oh, big gambler too. Oh, but his friend, you only need one friend, like I have you. Tony Todd. Met him in high school, Santa Monica City. No, that's where I went, Santa Monica City College, Santa Monica High School. And they've been friends for, God, maybe 45 years or 40 years. And they're still best of friends. And Tony's been there for him anytime, anywhere.
I read a lot about him, and I love to talk about this guy because he's a guy that's been just on the top of the planet by doing Wall Street, huge blockbuster, Platoon, one of the biggest blockbusters ever. Then you're telling me the sitcom he did, 2.5 Men, was one of the top sitcoms of all time. But he's HIV positive and has been for many, many years. So he's got to live with that. Thank God they found a way to keep that from turning into AIDS, because what a disaster that was for you and I growing up in the 80s. But it's such a great story about, never giving up. And you have another great story about never giving up, Brad.
Well, my dad taught me that in life: never give up. Tomorrow's a brand new day. Well, I'm a big Buffalo Nation fan. I love the Buffalo Bills because they're the underdog, kind of like Rocky Balboa. So last Sunday night on NBC Sunday Night Football, the game was out of reach. Baltimore was up by 16 points in the fourth quarter, and there was this kicker, this new guy they just brought up. Basically, they flew him in from Phoenix. He was coaching his son's football team, and he was practicing just to keep his legs strong at this high school in Phoenix. And he took a red eye the day before, met everybody in the locker room, said, "Hi, how you doing?" And, Josh Allen's the greatest. He, "Welcome to the family," blah, blah, blah. So you believe this, 16 points. It came down to Derrick Henry, who I love too. He fumbled. And all of a sudden, they're kicking a field goal, which they did way back when in the Super Bowl, and they missed. This guy hits the field goal. I think, how old is he? I think he's 41. Is this how old he is? Tell me your knowledge on this guy. He is, what a hero.
Matt,
and then he jogs off the field, and it was like, I did my job.
there's another guy like that. Joe Flacco was on the couch, and now he's the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. This is Matt Prater, who years was in the NFL as a kicker for the Atlanta Falcons. But the great stat that you brought up, Brad, that the Baltimore Ravens were actually up by 15. 2,541 games have been played in the NFL.
Yeah.
Since in where a team's been up by 15 points with 5 minutes to go, Brad. Only 4 teams have come back, and you witnessed it. I witnessed it. Do a plug. What's that bar? Is it called Busby's in West LA?
Yeah, Busby's in Santa Monica, West LA. Phenomenal bar. Ask for Big Mike. He's the manager and the owner. Great food, great women, great everything, great TVs. It's where I've done a lot of my reunions. I watch games there. I've been there for 20 years. It's a great place to go. Just hang out with your buddies and shoot the shit and watch a game.
Yeah. Well, describe the vibe. You weren't there, or you would have had video of that. But describe the vibe when the Buffalo came back. That had to be, if you're in a bar and you're working it, and I have experience in that, and you're a team bar and it happens, your tips go up. They're there all night. I mean, when the bars closed at 2:00 in the morning, Brad, still in LA?
Yeah.
Busby's is packed. On a Sunday night, they were packed all night, guaranteed.
Yeah. Just like Shuck's Tavern. I mean, this is the place to be. Like Shuck's Tavern. If you're in Vegas, you've got to go there. The bartenders are great. Ashley, this bartender, she's so adorable. She does wonderful things with dogs. And then there's a graveyard bartender. Let's see, what's his name? That's you. He's great. You have a great time, great atmosphere, and just hang out. It's a chill environment. But
I had a funny story I was going to tell you on the phone because you're one of my best friends, but I'll tell you on this. It's a quick.
I am?
Oh, yeah. This couple comes in I haven't seen in a while. Kirsten and Jared just had a kid at Centennial Hospital. God bless them. And they're witnesses to this because they saw them say the next podcast. A guy walks in and he looks exactly like Don Johnson, the actor, handsome. And he goes, "Yeah, I'm looking for this good-looking guy. My buddy's from LA. He knows him from LA. He knows Greg Stone, your cousin. His name is Flush." And they all start laughing. And I said, "No, his name is Fish, and it's me." He goes, "Yeah, but you're not good looking."
Oh God, I love that.
My ego went boom, right in my fucking nuts, man. Oh my God. You're not good looking. And that's coming from a really good looking guy. And the guy turns around and walks out.
Oh, I want that guy's number. I like that.
Yeah, you love him. That's your new favorite guy.
Did he comment on your Coke bottle glasses?
I don't have Coke bottle. I have steel rim glasses. Coke bottle glasses are like Clark Kent.
Do the push in with the finger.
I can't. I have a little Velcro thing that piss you off.
You're not pushing in anymore. That's what she said. No. Wow.
Hey, Brad, we got a breaking news here. Yeah. There's been this serial person that walks around that does something in malls. He does something in Walmart. He just got arrested for the third time. You want to see this guy?
Ooh, ooh.
Serial butt sniffer. This is true. This guy's been arrested. It's hard for me to keep a straight face. 3 times he walks up to women in clothing stores. If you're at a Starbucks, and he bends down and he sniffs your ass. And
Wow.
you said something to me in rehearsal. What do his parents think about him? What happened after the first arrest? Who's his lawyer, Brad?
Oh gosh, that's you know how funny that is. So he started when he was a little kid. I heard he was sniffing his dog's ass, and the dog was sniffing his ass, and then it just just snowballed after that. Could he have been doing this in elementary school, junior high, high school? This guy go to college. He majored in butt sniffing. He got
There's
4.0.
well, there's a great high school teacher I heard of named Walt Gardner that always said, "Follow the money trail." Well, this guy, Walt Gardner, told that guy, "Follow the ass trail." I mean,
That was my 12th grade English teacher. He was my hero.
oh
He
God,
passed
God.
in May this year. I miss him every day. He set the tone, man. He told the truth. I like when people tell the truth. He always told me, "Tell me what I need to hear. Don't tell me what I want to hear." And I
Right.
did. And I was
That's
his
that's
wingman for
transparency.
43 years. God bless you, Walt. I miss you. Yeah, this snuffer. Do they bring up character witnesses? I mean, do they bring him in shackles? What
You're a
are they gonna?
director. Wait. I'm gonna cut you. You're a director. You're a writer. How do you write that scene for Saturday Night Live? And you're obviously you're in a court, and there's a judge, okay, and the judge is played by, let's say, one of your acting friends, and you have the jury, and you bring your first witness up. And how do you sit there? Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth? Well, yeah, I was in Starbucks the other day. I'm with my girlfriend, and this guy came up and just started sniffing our asses. Well, could you feel the nose hit your butt? And I mean, well, he's got close to the taint. I mean, how the fuck does this happen? How does he get arrested
Well,
three
they did.
times?
Well, they did do a skit. Chris Kattan,
Oh, love
great
him.
actor. Roxbury with Will Ferrell. He played this monkey. Remember the monkey?
Yeah.
Yeah, he played like a monkey, and he sniffed everybody. I mean, it was like weird, but it was so funny. That guy's underrated. Chris, I want to work with you, buddy. Very funny guy, still out there, man. But yeah, what I don't understand it. Do you think that he goes on dates with guys, girls, and he just sits there and sniffs their ass? He wouldn't
You
want to
know what?
sniff my ass. I just went poo poo in my pants right now.
If he snipped your ass, that would kill him, and that's the end of the story.
He's a dead
There's
man.
no fourth arrest.
He's a dead man walking. Oh my gosh.
Could you imagine, Brad? You're right. What a great point you made. Imagine him on a date. Imagine him if the date gets to the point that you're alone with him in your apartment, your house, and it gets down to the sex, and all he wants to do is sniff your butt. And you're around, and then all of a sudden, wait a minute, there's other things. You want to make out? You want to, touch this, that? No, I'm just,
What about
yeah.
this? My favorite show for 20 years has been The First 48 Hours. Can you imagine a crime scene? The guy's dead, right?
It's so
He's on his
great.
back, and I'm standing there with a fucking In-N-Out burger. And they go, what happened here, sir? I go, I don't know. The guy went down and sniffed my ass. I just had my third In-N-Out burger, and I made poo-poo in my pants. Oh, I gotta go now. Oh God. And the guy's dead. I mean, really dead on arrival. They didn't even bring him to the hospital. There was nothing they could do. My ass smells so bad. Oh, I have stories when I was
I don't
in
want,
elementary school.
yeah, but this guy would like that smell. I know we're getting that tangent, but you know what? Maybe I'm thinking this. We both are big giant dog lovers. You brought up Ashley. She's fostering dogs. When dogs meet, the natural inclination is to turn around and start sniffing each other's ass. Do you think this guy's been reincarnated? He was a dog in his previous
Right?
life. And now that came down when God created him and said, you're going to have that gene in you that, because that's maybe that's the way he mates. Maybe he meets a girl. Hi, my name is Rex. And he goes down and sniffs her butt, or a guy. I don't know. It's
No, I think people are into so many weird fetishes. I don't know. I ever tell you I was on ER and I played a guy. This is crazy. Me and my dominatrix woman come out of the ambulance. Noah Wiley takes me into the operating room. I'm in a full leather bondage outfit with a hood. And what happened was she put me on a hook. I weighed too much. I fell on her and I broke her finger in a very, very special episode of ER. Thank you, John Wells. I love you. Noah Wiley is one of the greats. He has a new show called The Pit. Please watch it on Hulu. But people are into weird stuff, man. I mean, there's like Charlie Sheen talks about it. He was into things that you could never imagine. It gets to a point where you have sex with your girlfriend, or then they go, "What's next? What's next? I'm on drugs. I'm on coke. I'm on crack. I want to do that. My mind goes over here. What is that like?" Oh man, I'm just happy being a virgin.
Well, you're just happy with the blow up doll because there's a tremendous
How do you know that?
volume in
How do
sex
you
toys.
know that? How do you know?
Well, yeah, it's sad that the blow up doll looks like me, but there's a tremendous capital in sex toys, especially in Las Vegas. There's adult bookstores. Brad, you own a few, and all over Vegas. And the Green Door, the Red Rooster. They have to have those places in LA. You know about it, but here there are these sadomasochistic places people go. And I know a person that works in one of these. I can never say their name, Charlie. That tells me about you have couples that look like Jerry and Sandy or my mom and Marv that walk in there, and they're doing the craziest thing with leather and cigarette butts and electric auto sucks and beads up the anus. It's insane.
Let me ask you this. You and I have a lot in common. I was a Lyft driver for 10 years. Okay. And you have been a bartender for how long?
45.
We're therapists. People tell me in the car more than they tell their therapist, their mother, their father. Same with you?
Oh yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Any bartender that's worth the soil is doing a long time. That's the first thing. Read a room, and then you talking people off of cliffs, out of rabbit holes. I've been a matchmaker, Yenta, everything.
Oh, you have?
And
Oh,
yeah,
you got to be
yeah.
careful, right? They blame you if it doesn't work out.
Oh, are you kidding me? You're not kidding. Fish, how the fuck did you fix me up with this guy? He's a
Yeah.
psycho. He tries to sniff my ass the whole fucking date. I mean, I'll tell you, sometimes look, Brad, you're funny. I'm quick-witted, but I want to change gears for a second
One
because the
sec.
most trending thing.
Wait, my mom has to ask me a question. Yes, Mom. No, Tiff is going to call me. Okay. Thank you, Mom. Love you. I got the
I
best
love
mom.
that. Get the best.
Go ahead.
Oh, thank God. Yeah. So, the number one trending thing on TikTok, Instagram, and I'm going to show the short minute 19 second video, is about a woman and part of the show was attacking Karens. Karens are people that
Oh,
stick their nose when they shouldn't. They would go into a bar and then call up the health department and say, "Hey, you know what? These people aren't wearing masks during COVID," and try and get the place shut down. This woman is famous because a foul ball was hit at a Phillies game. It it bounced where it sits it, and it bounced all the way down the row. And a father picks a ball and gives it to his kid. Watch.
Sometimes you need that reset. Oh.
And Bader just unloads on this one. Deep left field, and that one is gone as Bader goes back to back with Brandon. What a long home run to left for Harrison Bader. It's his 15th of the year and his third since joining the Phillies. It's 5-1.
oh gosh. Oh, that is disgusting. Did you see? It's like a Seinfeld episode. Remember, Judge Reinhold was a close talker. She was right in his face, breathing on him. Wow, man. Wow. Gosh.
Two things. First, I'll go first. First, I'll say something. I want to ask you a question. My statement is that father handled that so much like a gentleman, because I don't know if I could have. And the poor kid's face is a 10-year-old kid, and a woman wanted that ball so bad. You know, take a ball away from a 10-year-old kid. How would Brad Grumberg handle that situation if that was you?
I would, I deck her. No. No. Life's too short. I mean, I would give her a left hook and drop her like a
Great
bad
delivery. My Decker.
habit. She's pathetic. She is. You know what? People take out their life, narcissists like that, on other people.
Oh.
So the father got the ball for his son. The kid wanted the ball, but what happened after was just the best. I love that guy. I got to meet that guy and his son one day. After they brought the kid all this great swag from the
Merch.
Phillies, and then they invited him down after the game, and Bader signed a bat to him and took pictures and stuff. Is that great? That's what life's about.
Well,
Being nice.
it went a little bit far because she was so castigated on social media. People were calling for her job. I don't agree with that, but I think the Phillies should ban her. I think Major League Baseball. You don't need people like that in your ballpark. Going to sporting events, it's a family thing, and just think the kid's still going to be on those videos always as a woman that took my ball. And yeah, the Phillies really did right by the kid. But I got so angered watching that I had to call my therapist. I'm serious because
Really?
I wanted to do this. I couldn't believe someone was that mean, that narcissistic, just like you. I wouldn't deck her. Maybe I would have. Hey, put your sunglasses on. You get away with it if you had your sunglasses on. Because right there, buddy, you are Tommy Salami, 1980s porno star. You can get away with anything, buddy. Look at that thing. Look at that swag. All right, Brad.
Wait. Before you go on, I learned something. You have a therapist?
Oh, yeah.
For what?
Yeah.
You're perfect.
Physical therapy. Zach O'Connell been on our show to get the back, attack the back, baby. And I have an anger management person every once in a while I talk to. I'm down to once every 2 weeks because I like to work things out and I like to.
Good for you, man.
I believe in therapy and I'm transparent about it. So some people in my family and life that said, "Why do you talk to somebody?" Well, maybe you should talk to somebody.
Yeah.
I'm not advocating you do that, but you know what? That's my life. I opened up to you, and it's helped me. It's helped me. I'm a good guy.
Amen, man. Everybody needs somebody to talk to, and that's what happens with us. People get in my car and they ask my opinion on something and it gets into a big I'll tell you one story. So I'm in Long Beach and I pick up this kid about 30 at this bodega. That's like a little market. And I'm going to take him like 5 minutes home. I go, what's going on? And he goes, I just got my third DUI. I go, oh man, what's going on? He goes, oh, I'm so depressed. I want to be an actor. And I go, I'm an actor. He goes, oh yeah, but my parents want me to be a doctor and a lawyer. They're from Russia and blah, blah, blah. I go, all right. So you won't believe this, Fish. Ready for this one? This guy was on his way, got drunk at home on Russian vodka, of course, on his way downtown LA, you know it, you've been there, to jump off a building. And a cop stopped him and arrested him. Now, let's be honest. So many people drink and drive. Listen, you work in a bar, right? That's why we love Lyft. That's why we love Uber. That's why do not drink and drive. I got to have my car, man. You know what I'm saying? Look at my watch. Who the fuck cares? Okay? It's always the person that's drunk that lives because they're swaying back and forth because they're so fucked up. And it's the family of 6 coming back from church that they kill. But this guy, I gave him some advice. I never saw him again. I just hope he's well. I just hope he's okay, man. Because like I said, my dad, I go back to my dad. He's 93 years old. Every day's a clean slate. If you have a bad day today, like I'm having right now on this podcast, tomorrow's a clean slate. You start over, never give up. And that's a theme for this show. Number 13, by the way, Fish. Do you know that?
Lucky. And I always think about your profession because I admire it. My mom and my stepdad spent 35 years in the business, a customer and a technical director for ABC Sports and News. But you act. And there's a story. I found a guy. It's a 4-minute clip, but it's going to go like that. It's the best of this guy in a movie called Midnight Run, who was a cop.
Oh.
And his name is Dennis Farina. I met him. You met him too. Watch this. His name is Jimmy. It's my favorite, one of my top 5 characters in any cinema or TV show. This is Jimmy Serrano, the character from 1989's Midnight Run with Charles Grodin and Robert De Niro. It's going to fly by this clip. And Brad, when we get done with this clip, Please talk about Dennis Farina and never giving up. Cop for 18 years, then look at his career.
Is this moron number one? Put moron number two on the phone.
Yeah, Jimmy, he's right here. Hold on. He's pissed. Yeah,
I thought you told me this guy was going to be on the plane.
that's the information we got, Jimmy.
That's the information we got. I'm going to tell you something. I want this guy taken out, and I want him taken out fast. You and that other dummy better start getting more personally involved in your work, or I'm going to stab you through the heart with a fucking pencil. Do you understand me?
You got it, Jimmy.
What are you hanging around for? Take a walk.
I heard somebody picked up Mardukas in New York.
It's old news, Sidney. I'm already on it.
I don't have to tell you what'll happen if he becomes a government witness.
I can assure you that will not be the case.
Yeah, I assumed you were taking that position, but I am supposed to advise you against such acts.
Sidney, relax. Have a cream soda. Everything is going to be all over within a few minutes.
Sorry, Jimmy, it didn't happen.
It didn't happen. Say that again, Tony.
It just didn't happen. I mean, there was cops all over the place. There was a million fucking feds all over. I mean, Jimmy, it was a mess. It was a real mess.
You better get off the line, Jimmy.
Sidney?
If they've got a tap on that line there...
Sidney, shut your fucking mouth. Now listen to me, dummy. Do they have Mardukas in custody or not?
I don't, Jimmy, I don't know. I mean, the cops are swarming all over the place. We couldn't see anything.
Let me tell you two stupid motherfuckers something. I don't want to get another phone call like this, because if I do, I'm going to get on a fucking plane and I'm going to blowtorch the both of you. Do you understand?
You're going to stop? I'm on the phone. I'm talking to Jimmy. What are you doing?
I should have killed Walsh in Chicago a long time ago. Don't say a word to me, Sidney. Don't say a fucking word to me. I'll get up and I'll bury this telephone in your head. I don't understand the problem with you two. The guy's a fucking accountant.
Jimmy, it's been bad luck right down the line. Plus, this guy Walsh is pretty good.
If he's that good, Tony, maybe I should hire him to hit you.
I hope there's no chance of any of this coming back to Jimmy.
No chance. He rented the chopper out of Kansas City.
He's 5 times removed from you, so you're clear of this. Don't worry.
Clear as shit,
Jimmy.
you fucking moron. The guy's still out there, ain't he? Let me tell you two guys something. I'm not interested in seeing either one of you two alive again until you get the accountant. You got the message? All right. This is it. Tonight is the fucking night. You understand? I'm sick of all of these screw-ups. As soon as I get the discs from Walsh, you guys drop Walsh and you drop the Duke. Do you understand? I get the discs, you drop them, okay?
I don't think you should do this.
Oh, really? What do you propose that I do?
Send somebody with a cash offer, but don't do this.
I know Walsh. He won't take any money from me. He's a very self-righteous type of guy. It aggravates me. In his mind, this is clean. He gets what he wants, I get what I want. The guy's a fucking burnout, Sidney.
Hey, Jimmy, would you listen to me,
Sidney,
will ya?
sit down, relax, have a sandwich, drink a glass of milk, do some fucking thing, will you?
Wow. That's acting, man. That's acting. I met him one time. So nice. This guy, you know why he's such a good actor? Because he was a cop. It's real. It's like what we're doing right now. If you're an actor out there, you want to be an actor, take my class called Acting with Fish right now. That's what I'm doing. But no, what it is acting is just conversation and listening. Okay. And Dennis Farina, can you imagine how many years was he a cop? 18, you said? Wow. And he said,
You know the guy who's 18, and then he was, well, you've had this happen where they hire cops on the set to just make sure no one messes, then no one gets on the set, or when they're on remotes. When you're on a remote, no one on the street comes over and heckles you. That's what he did. And he just kept bugging the producers, and they said, let's give this guy a shot. And God, he had extensive. Unfortunately, he passed away, but who could forget him in Snatch? But that Midnight Run is a movie we never talk about. I have to ask you, Snacks, you've seen the movie, haven't you?
15 times.
Yeah.
You know who my favorite character? I mean, Farina was incredible. De Niro's always great, but Charles Grodin was so good. I mean, he was an accomplished actor, but he was so deadpan, just deadpan, real. And he was hilarious how they were cuffed together all the way. Oh. I mean, everybody was in that movie. That movie made a lot of money. I don't know how much, but it made a lot of money back in 89. God, 89. That was a good year. Wow.
Can I ask you a question?
No.
Because that's a great segue.
Sure.
There are certain movies, and I'll ask you this question. There are certain movies that there should never be a sequel because you might fuck up the original. They wanted to do a sequel, and they had a ton of money to do that. It was a huge blockbuster, Midnight Run. And if you watch the way it ended, you could have done a sequel. But they didn't do it. And I agree with that. Is there a movie you saw where there was a sequel, Snacks? You said, God, it's such a bad sequel. I have one. You have another one?
Well, my favorite movie drama of all time. Well, two movies: Bad News Bears, okay, about a baseball team that should never. I mean, the second one was good when they go to Houston. That was good, but then Rocky Balboa. They did 1 and 2 was really good, and then after it became just a caricature of what it was until Michael B. Jordan starred as Creed. Really good, but some should never. It's all follow the money trail. Walt Gardner, follow the money trail. Everything is money. Well, that's what they're doing now. Sequels, fish, because guess what? Oh, what it made $150 million in 1991. Okay. Well, we have a built-in audience. No, there's all these new kids. They don't want this. They don't want that. Sequels are it's a slippery slope.
I agree. The best sequel I ever saw was The Godfather 2. It's just it
Oh.
mixed it went back to show Corleone growing up as Robert De Niro, then it continue on the story with Michael and Al Pacino. The worst I ever saw. And I know you loved this movie when it came out. We were kids in you weren't born yet. But 1981, a movie called Arthur came out with Dudley Moore and John Gielgud and Liza Minnelli. I could watch that 1,000 times and laugh.
Bo Derek was
Bo Derek was in 10.
Yeah.
They did a sequel. Well, excuse me.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
They did a sequel to Arthur. It was god awful. Same characters. Liza Minnelli came back. Obviously Dudley Moore. I couldn't get through it, man.
Let enough alone. If it's great, move on to something else. That's how life is. That's how an actor. That's how I look at it. If I do something like I did Curb Your Enthusiasm, I was on a high. For the whole week I worked on it. But then you put it in the rearview mirror and you move on to the next thing. Some of these actors still live as their character. Do you know who how many people walked into Mom's Saloon? Do you know who I am?
Ugh.
I was in Summer Lovers in 1983. Remember me? I was the guy in Greece who was the boat guy at the dock. I mean, buddy, relax. No, humble. Just be grateful you're in the business. That's why I'm a character actor. I don't want to be a star. I always want to be the wingman.
You are a star. You're a star, and yeah, you are, buddy. You're a star. You light up everyone's room when you go in. You're always on. I can't go to a restaurant with this guy, Fish and Snacks audience, without I call them waiters and waitresses, but their servers cracking up. He hits on every server. I don't care if they're 90 or 14, Well, I can't say 14 because Brad might be in the Epstein files.
No. 18 and above, but no.
Yeah.
I always give the same thing. Beautiful, cute girl. Nice guys or bad boys? What do you like, Cindy? Oh, it's bad boys. She goes, I know. I got to get away from that. I go out with a nice guy, teach him to be a bad boy. That's what I say. I'm still a virgin, but yeah, that's what I keep saying.
Go the opposite. How do you teach a bad boy to be a nice guy?
Oh, that's tough, man. That's tough. That's really, really tough. I mean, the domestics, all that stuff.
Let me ask you this, because you brought up something about guys going to Mom's Saloon and saying, do you know who I am? The guys who always said they knew who they were, and people like this. The guys that are in a star's entourage, and you go, this is Joey, and this is Vinny. You know me, man. I was the third lead, and then I go, nah, I don't know who you are, but I know what Rob Lowe is.
Oh, by the way, let me ask you a question. You've done it before on our last podcast. Can you tell our audience the John Gotti Jr. story, please?
Well, not John. It wasn't John Gotti Jr.
Oh. Yeah.
See the wink? Yeah.
Okay.
So at Mom's Saloon, everyone at Mom's Saloon.
It was Vinny Boombatz.
It could have been. I can't. I have to be really discreet here. It might have been Carmen Basilio's kid. Okay, Paul Castellano's kid. I'm not mentioning one that
I like John Gotti Jr.
John Gotti Jr. I can't mention anyone's names because I don't want to get whacked before you. And the way things are going in the world right now, when you say something, you can get whacked. Yeah. That being said, there was, and Brad knows this, there was always a line 100 deep to get into Mom's Saloon every single night. And we always had big guys from UCLA as bouncers at the front door, the card people. So I'm bartending, but I was a manager on duty when I bartended. I didn't want a manager on duty This guy named Steve, I won't give him his last name, Ellis. Big, big offensive lineman. He's a black guy, right? And he walks up and he goes, Fish, I got some motherfuckers at the front door, man. He goes, they crack asses, man. They want to get in. Look at them, all dressed like Don Johnson and shit. I think they're carrying. I go, what do you mean you think they're carrying them? Don't let them in. No, man, they want to talk. They knew your name. So I'm thinking, how the fuck do they know my name? Okay, go to the front door and I look at all these guys and they all look exactly like the hair's greased back, the beautiful skin, the taupe shirt, the taupe jacket, the purple shoes. And the one guy says, hey, he's got $100 bill in my hand. He goes, all we want to do is beat the line going. We're going to be gentlemen. We want to dance. We're going to drink a lot of booze. End of the night, maybe we'll go out and have a pizza. Nice. I'm sweating my ass off, right? I'm nervous as hell. And I know who one of these guys is because I recognize him. How they got my name, I don't know. Make a long story short, I let him in. No, I say, guys, go around up the street, go up Montana, the back door, I'll let you in. I let him in. They all give me a hug like they know me. One kisses me on the cheek. There's a slang word for an Italian that Italians use for eggplants. I won't say what it is because I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings because we're all woke culture sometimes. But the one guy is walking towards the dance floor and he says, keep the black guy here after you get off. And I knew they were going to whack this guy. I just knew it. They thought it was good. He's been very disrespectful. So the night goes on. I'm watching these guys. They're having fun. Again, long story. I go, Steve, get out of here. He goes, what? He goes, Fish. Hey, man, my shift. I said, I'll pay you. Get the fuck out. Go home. This and that. Never saw him again. He didn't die. He still played offensive lineman, on Jay. But he never came back to the bar. I said, these guys are in town. And they came in. Whenever they came in, they were gentlemen. But I knew these guys' dads and what they did for a living. But they played the part, man. You could have thought this was Christopher Maltasani and that crew from The Sopranos.
Yeah, no, I had a lot of that at the Hollywood Tropicana. People had to put their gun in the safe in the office, but some guys got by. We had the best security there, but one time this one guy, he was a runner or something for a bank or jewelry, and his gun dropped. The girl comes up, she goes, "That guy's got a gun." I go, "Hello?" And basically I went up to him and I go, "Buddy, first of all, don't go down. Don't look at that gun. Is that your gun?" He goes, "Yes." And he showed me his ID and he says, and I go, "You got to go or you got to lock it up." And they think, "Okay, I'll go." Real nice guy, Asian guy, but man, that was scary. It just dropped and she saw it while she was dancing for him, It wasn't the gun in his pants. But yeah, everybody packs, man. It's terrible, especially in LA. You disrespected me and my boys. You know what I'm saying? Let's step outside, mofo. Really sad.
No,
Buddy,
it's all
by the
kinds of
way,
people. You'd be shocked. I mean, I'm a bartender. If you're carrying, you're carrying in the state of Nevada, you cannot be in an establishment that serves alcohol. It's against the law.
Sure.
And I know people of all genres and genders and races are carrying. I don't know that. They're not that stupid, but I could tell. I could tell by demeanor. And we're a gun-toting society. I have no problem with that. I have a problem with mental illness getting to a bad thing because the people that usually cause these problems are the ones that ruin it for the real responsible gun owners, because they can't. What do you think about this? I don't want to.
By the way, my mom's calling me, so we got to wrap it up. But go ahead.
Well, I mean, okay, I'll go ahead. One last question I have for you, and we'll get out of here. And just great conversation. You're not a nervous guy. I've watched you. I've watched you on the set. I've watched you. You don't need to. They don't need to go cut makeup, and they're puffing you. You don't. But has there ever been a role that you had that you were so fucking nervous that you were sweating and you just weren't? You just said, "I gotta nail this. I gotta do this," and you probably did. Name me one role of the 120 things you did that you were the most nervous.
Well, when I was heavier, I was a big sweater, like on the Sandler film, That's My Boy. I was outside running. I was a sweater, but NYPD Blue, I was a waiter in the commissary at Fox. And I was a bartender in the pilot with Dennis Franz and with David Caruso. And it was so scary because I didn't want, they found me in the commissary, Greg Hoblet, Stephen Bochco, David Milch, and I left my job waiting. I did the part. I went back to the commissary, but I was so nervous. And David Caruso was difficult. He couldn't get his lines. He had 2 pages of dialogue with Franz, and so he kept flubbing, and I'm watching this, and I'm like, wow, I'm studying all this, and that's the best acting class, is being on a set. If you're a background artist, you just watch the principals. And all of a sudden, David Caruso couldn't get the lines, and all of a sudden he takes a stool and he throws it against the back wall and misses Amy Brenneman's head by 2 inches. Everything goes silent. Milch comes down in a golf cart from headquarters. Greg Hobcock, David, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm a Shakespearean actor. I got to get this right now. And then Franz looks at me and goes like this, Johnny Cocktails, don't worry about this fucking guy. I got you. You stay in character. I'm like, wow. And I was sweating, It was really, really scary. But you know what? That's a family on a set. Everybody protects each other, Everybody's the same, from the craft service guy, my favorite guy, to the star, where everybody's the same.
I'll give you one and we'll get out of here. We'll get Nanny Klein to get us out of here. The most nervous I've ever been bartending, and I've bartended Academy Award things and private parties, believe it or not, is when the NFL rented out Mom's Saloon in 1986, the year the Super Bowl was the Denver Broncos and the New York Giants. So it was played in January 87. And I was the bartender along with this kid named Tano Costa. And Mom's Saloon was all NFL stars. Jim Brown, oh my God, Joe Namath.
Wow.
Everywhere. John Madden's in there, but Kenny Stabler was my idol, and he's in there drinking. I get a chance to talk to him. I was never starstruck by actors, but here's every great player in the past in the NFL. Frank Gifford's in there. All these people have passed, and I was just the whole time. There's Jim Brown. Hate to say at the time, there's O.J. Simpson. Before when he was really O.J. Simpson, but it didn't matter. These are all great players, and I just was sweating bullets. To the point where we had a shower in the back. I took a shower in the back, came out, sweated more, took another shower. I mean,
oh God.
Oh, we had a locker room. It was
they're
great.
all, listen, Fish, everybody's the same. Everybody goes poo-poo.
Right.
I go poo-poo more than others. Put their pants on the same. Some are luckier than others. That's life. You know what I'm saying? But yes, when I met John Candy and I work with him, incredible. Like you, Kenny Stabler. This is what life's about. But treat him like, that's the thing in the commissary. I didn't care who. I love Steve Martin, all this stuff. But I always treated him, Danny DeVito, like they were my brother. Like, I'll give you an example and then we'll get out of here. Danny DeVito, I go, hi, Mr. DeVito, how are you? Pastrami on rye like yesterday, fruit cut, Diet Coke. Oh, by the way, that's a nice shirt. Does that come in men's? And he's like, who are you? I go, I'm your worst nightmare. I'm Batman. And I waited on him every day when he was doing War of the Roses, because they don't want you to walk on eggshells around him. Just be you. Call him your buddy, that kind of thing. Well, 13 is in the books, by the way. Okay. And I want to make an announcement to Keith Berman, okay, who's fighting cancer. He is our hero on the show. I've ordered the swag. I have ordered the hats, the Fish and Snacks hats. Keith, you will be getting one when I get the shipment in. Fish, you'll get some. We're starting small and we're going to build. Great hat. My buddy, my fraternity brother, Michael Cohen, he is the best in the business. And everything is made in the USA. And it's called E1 Decorative. And he's pretty special in my life and your life. Fish, you're special in my life. This was episode number 13. Tell me something.
Just one thing. The reason why you love John Candy and I love Kenny Stabler, because they were great to us and they acted just like normal people. If Candy was a dick and Kenny Stabler was a dick, we wouldn't be talking about him.
Absolutely. Next week, 14, everybody. You stay well, stay happy, and stay safe. I'm Brad Snacks Grunberg. That's Eric Fish Snyder. We'll see you on number 14 on Fish and Snacks.